Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will show you about email forwarding in Microsoft Office 365. I will show you how we can allow email forwarding for the tenant, how we can allow email forwarding for an individual users or a group of users. There are two methods to allow email forwarding. We can allow email forwarding from Microsoft spam policy, and the second method is allow email forwarding from Exchange. By default, automatic email forwarding to external recipient is off. Please note that the email forwarding to external recipients makes your organization vulnerable to takeover attacks. If you still choose to do it anyway, you can create an anti-spam outbound policy that allows it only for users who need it. Or we can also enable it from Exchange Center by creating a mailflow rule. So let's go to Admin Center so that I can show you on screen some of options for email forwarding. Okay, in Microsoft Admin Center, if we go active user and we want to set up an email forwarding for any of the user, we can go here, we can open the user and we can set an email to forward all emails to any external email. But if you set up email forwarding from here or user will set up locally, this will totally not work because by default email forwarding is blocked from Security Center. I will show you how this is blocked from Security Center, and I will also show you how we can enable email forwarding from Exchange Admin Center. So in Security Center, we have to go to policies and rules. Then we have to go to thread policies. Let's wait for it to get open. After going to thread policies, you have to go to anti-spam. Now in anti-spam policy, if you go to anti-spam outbound policy, you will see here automatic forwarding is set as system control. So if you want to allow email forwarding for your whole tenant or for all of your users, you can go here and you can set up forwarding is enabled. But I would recommend you never allow email forwarding for all of your users. We can create a separate anti-spam policy to allow email forwarding for a single user or a group of users. So please note that automatic system control and off forwarding is disabled. These two options behave same and forwarding will be blocked by default. So I will leave it as system control automatic. So as the forwarding is blocked and you will set email forwarding by going to admin center here, or if the user set email forwarding locally from their Outlook, that will totally not work and you will get an error message that your email couldn't be forwarded because by default forwarding is blocked. You will get an access denied message. So let's go and show you how we can allow an email forwarding for individual user or a group of users. So let's go to create policy and then go to outbound. Let's name it allow email forwarding group or user. Next, I can add a single user here to allow email forwarding, or I can add a group. I would better suggest you to add a group here so that we can later on add more than one user in a group to allow email forwarding. So I have added the group name all company here. You can create a separate group to allow an email forwarding. Also, you can create a domains here to allow email forwarding, and you can also allow email forwarding for more than one user here. Hit next. Now let's scroll down and see forwarding option here. I already explained you that automatic system control and off forwarding is disabled. These two options are same, and by default the forwarding is logged in Microsoft Office for all of the users. So here we want to enable an email forwarding for the users we have selected earlier in users, groups and domain option. So now forwarding is enabled. Now we can set notification about this forwarding as well. That send a copy of suspicious outbound messages or message that exceed these limits to these users and group. We can select that and we can enter the user email addresses, or we can notify these users and group if the sender is blocked due to sending outbound spam. I will not select any of these options, and I want to turn on email forwarding for only two users which I have selected in the option earlier. So let's hit next. Now here we can review all of the settings where we have enabled email forwarding and hit create. Now, after enabling email forwarding for a single user or more than one user, you can now test by sending a test email and you will not get any error message and the forwarding will work fine. So this was the first method of allowing email forwarding for an individual or a group of users. As I have explained you in the beginning of this tutorial that we can allow email forwarding from Microsoft Security Defender, and also we can do this from an Exchange Admin Center by creating a Mailflow rule. So once you are in Exchange Admin Center, you can create a Mailflow rule to allow email forwarding for an individual or more than one user. So file in Exchange, you have to go to add a rule and then go to create new rule. Let's name the rule. Allow email forwarding for individual. Please note that I am showing you two ways to enable email forwarding from anti-spam policy or security center and from Exchange. You can use either one of these. Remember, don't use both of them. So as I have named this rule, I can go to apply this rule if the recipient is this person, and I can select the name of the user to allow email forwarding I can also select a group, and I can also select more than one user to allow email forwarding. I will select only one user here and I will hit save. Now in next condition, I will go to do the following. I want to add recipient by Gmail as BCC box. So once I will select add recipient BCC box, I can enter here my Gmail. After entering in Gmail, as my Gmail is an external email, I will hit save. That's it I need to do from an Exchange Admin Center to allow email forwarding for single email address or an individual email address, and this will send a blind carbon copy to my Gmail as well. So let's hit next. I will enforce the rule and I need this rule to be applied right now. I will hit next. Here we can review the rule and we can hit finish. It's it's saving now. So that's all about email forwarding in Microsoft Office 365. I have shown you two ways to allow email forwarding for an individual or a group of users. By default, the email forwarding is blocked in Office 365. Please note that you can use only one way to allow email forwarding for a group of users or an individual user. Don't use these both ways in the same time, that will conflict your settings. Okay, this is the rule we have created from Exchange and we have to enable this rule. We have to enable this rule. This is not enabled yet. I will enable it and it's updating the rule status now. So that's it about today's lecture, that how we can manage email forwarding in Office 365. Thanks for your time. Keep watching, keep sharing and subscribe for more stuff. Bye.